Hello everyone, I am Erika of beadingschool.com and you are watching No One Has to Bead Alone, my weekly open beading workshop to make sure that every beader all around the world has company. Today we are going to bead the beautiful Parnassia jewel from my colleague and friend Aniko. She designed the jewel from the Towards the Lighthouse Beading School Academy team box, and this is the variation in the original colors that you see right next to me on the screen. But first, please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me well. I would like to already greet Ginny, Ariane, Anita, Barbara, Ellen, Linda. Dear ladies, please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me well. You should be able to watch this video, this workshop, live from the Beading School YouTube channel and also from the Beading School Facebook page. The recordings stay online on YouTube forever and ever, and Facebook automatically deletes it after 30 days. And Ginny says that the sound and the video work also for Anita. Unfortunately for Ellen it doesn't, but it seems to be that it is because of your connection, Ellen, unfortunately. And Kimberly is here today, maybe commenting a little bit less, as she said. I'm so glad that you joined us anyway, Kimberly, even from an appointment. So today we are going to bead Parnassia. And Aniko says about Parnassia. It is a tribute to one of Schiermonnikoog's quiet treasures, a star-like wildflower that blooms humbly in the island's meadows. Its fine white petals with subtle lines and golden details are mirrored in the gentle glow of pearls and crystals, while the pink drops recall the blush of the flower's soft center. Delicate yet enduring, Parnassia speaks to the heart of our Towards the Lighthouse theme, a symbol of clarity, simplicity, and the quiet strength found in nature's smallest wonders. Just like the lighthouse, this flower doesn't shout, it glows. So beautifully said, Aniko, and I can't wait to share this design with all the beaders here today. So, lovely ladies, before we would progress to beading, I would like to invite you to please give a like or a love to this video. Please share it with your beading friends, and please keep talking about No One Has to Bead Alone and Beading School when you are between beaders. We really, really, really appreciate your help, and it is very, very, very important for us that as many beaders know about beading school and the workshops and videos as possible. So the tutorial, it is already waiting for you at noonehastobedalone.com, or you can also go to beadingschool.com/noonehastobedalone/ and as always, we have two options waiting for you. For 3 days, starting 1 hour before the video, you can download the tutorial as a gift from me and Beading School. And you can also go for the support version through the Bead shop. There, the PDF tutorial stays online forever and ever. And Carol says that unfortunately on Facebook it does not work. I am really sorry about that. Unfortunately, at the moment, I am not able to fix it. So if someone would be so good to post a comment to the Beading School Club inviting our lovely fellow beaders to join us on YouTube, I would be really grateful to you, ladies. Thank you so much. So then everyone knows that it is happening on YouTube only, unfortunately, for some reason. So while you are downloading the tutorial, I would also like to share with you a little drawing that Aniko made for us to inspire us. The original earrings, the original jewel that she created, she finished this as a pair of earrings. She chose also to include those beautiful long 32 millimeter glass drops in metal settings that I love so much. And usually I would also totally go for it, but for some reason today I finished my jewel without any extra additions. I will show it to you in a little while, so you can also compare it and decide that which variation speaks to you today. You can also join several motifs together. You can create a statement necklace by joining the motifs into a V-shaped necklace, or you can also create a full bracelet, maybe everything together to have a full set. So I will be really curious what you are going to make, how you are going to personalize it, and I can't wait to see all your beautiful pictures in the Beading School Club. Linda says in the meantime that she also loves those drops very much. And if I had to choose only one shape, one size of drops that I would be able to use, then for sure these would be the drops that I would want to have. And in the meantime, also Nancy Yosin joined us, Carol, I think Susie might be here as Beading School, Jennifer, Laura, Corinne, Elena, Helena, Louisa, Lutka, and Molly. Molly, get well soon, and I hope that soon you will again be able to bead with us. The designer of today's motif is Aniko. Aniko is the newest addition to our creative team at Beading School. And Aniko always creates beautiful jewels that, on one hand, are absolutely elegant, but also she has such a talent to combine different shapes into motifs that can be used in many different ways, that I really recommend looking a bit more into Aniko's creations. And I have posted the link to Aniko's tutorials in the designer's zone of Beading School, and you can also follow the QR code on the screen. And thank you so much. I think it's Susie. Thank you so much for posting to the club. And now let's see the material list. So let's do a double check if you have already prepared. It's Aniko as Beading School. So let's do a material check. I already prepared everything on my bead mat, but I would like to make sure that I have everything in the ample amount before I would start, and I invite you to do the same. Everything that you need for today's jewel is available in the Beading School bead shop at beadingschool.com. We ship worldwide to all countries, no matter where you live in the world. And what is very important to know that We also ship to the United States of America, where some recent changes were implemented by the government of the United States. And Beadingschool will, if you place an order before 2025, 31st of October, then Beadingschool will cover the costs of the extra tariffs and paperwork, so you can place your order just as before. So regarding the material, you will need an 8mm Preciosa nacre cabochon. Dear Aniko, since you are here with me, can you please tell me, I forgot to check with you before the broadcast and I apologize for it. Do I remember it well, that this works also with a Preciosa chaton? I would be really happy if we could answer this to our beaders. So the focal component for the motif is an 8mm Preciosa nacre cabochon. You will also need for each motif 8 pieces of 4mm Preciosa bicone beads, 8 pieces of 3mm Preciosa bicone beads, 8 pieces of true to fire polished beads, 8 pieces of size 6 milky round seed beads, and then a small amount of 15 and size 11, size 15 and size 11 milky round seed beads. You can use 1 or 2 colors from the size 15 ones. I will use 2 colors, and you will also need a little bit of your Milky Delica size 11s. And Aniko, thank you so much for answering this question. So ladies, if you would like to bling up your pendant by using a chaton, a crystal chaton, instead of the Preciosa nacre cabochons, or if you don't have any more of the nacre cabochons, then you can totally do a substitution. Thank you so much, Aniko, that you tested it. And thank you for letting me know. I really appreciate it. And now that we have checked the material, I would like to switch to my hand camera. And while I am doing that, I will show you the video to the Towards the Lighthouse Beading School Academy theme box. If you would like to have a box, or if you would like to maybe have another one, then we still have a few waiting for you in the Beading School Bead Shop, and I have just posted the link to it. The box is of incredible value. It is fully stuffed with beads, components, cabochons that match the Towards the Lighthouse theme, and you can use them to create such jewels as Aniko's Parnassia. The box also comes with gift tutorials and a virtual classroom with articles, a mini quiz, a storytelling night, everything helping you on your journey as a Beading School Academy student to immerse yourself into the source of inspiration that we are working with. So while I'm showing the video, I will switch to my hand camera. See you in a little while, ladies. So please let me know, ladies, if you can hear me and if you can see me. And while I am waiting for your answers, I would like to bring it to your attention that until next week's Coffee Time with Erika, that means the 9th of September 2025, 5 in the afternoon Central European Time, 11 a.m. New York City, 8 a.m. California, 3 a.m. New Zealand, we have a special offer for you at the Beading School Bead Shop. If before this deadline you decide to place an order for at least 49 euros, $59, 43 pounds, and it needs to be one order, not the sum of several, and this sum needs to be after deducting gift cards, discount codes, and so on. So if you place an order that qualifies, then you will receive 2 gift tutorials from us this time that you can also use with your Towards the Lighthouse Beading School Academy team box. One of the gift tutorials is the one on the bigger picture, and I designed it, and it's called Emerge. And the other one is by my colleague and friend Veronka, called Discovery. So, lovely ladies, please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me, and hopefully then we can start beading. In the meantime, I'm showing you the first motif that I beaded, and as you can see, I made it this time cute and tiny. Ludka says that she can hear me and see me well. Thank you so much for letting me know, dear Ludka. So we will start by picking up 8 pieces of size 11 and 8 pieces of size 15 milky round seed beads, starting with a size 11, and then we will alternate between the 2 sizes. I have now 4 size 11s, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So altogether, I have 16 beads on my needle. I'm using Fireline as always, and I needed 110 centimeters. So with the 16 beads on my needle, I bead through all of them one more time to create a strong circle as the foundation, the base of the motif. And then I bead through the very first size 11 for a third time. So it means that the tail thread and the working end will hang from the same bead, but in opposite directions. Linda is asking in the meantime, what can I substitute for the Baroque pearls? Dear Linda, you can use any type of size 6 milky round seed beads. They don't have to be the Baroque pearls. In step 2, we are about to add size 15 seed beads, and if you want, you can add them in 2 different colors. Exiting a size 11 seed bead, I pick up 2 pieces of the second color, 3 pieces of the first color, and 2 more pieces of the second color. So I have 7 beads on my needle, and then I bead through this size 11 that I am exiting at the moment, and also through the next size 15 and the next size 11 in the circle. So there will be this little loop connected to the size 11. I will be creating little loops all around the central circle in a way that the blue, in my case, blue second color size 15s will always be part of two neighboring loops. So for the second loop that I am creating, I need two size 15s in the second color, three size 15s in the first color, and then I bead through the nearest pair of size 15s in the second color. I enter the size 11 and I bead through an extra size 15 and size 11 to get in position to create the third loop. There will be 8 loops around the central circle, joined one into another. For the first one, we had to pick up everything, and for the very last loop, we will only pick up 3 beads for the top. In between, we create 6 loops in the same way, as I have just explained, picking up 2 size 15s in the second color, 3 size 15s in the first color, then beading through a pair of size 15s in the second color towards the circle, and continue through size 11, size 15, size 11. I would also like to greet Bernadette and Terry, who joined in the meantime, and Rachel. And now again, 2 plus 3 size 15s, beading through 2 size 15s towards the circle, and then in the circle, size 11, size 15, size 11. Another loop, picking up 2 size 15s, 3 size 15s, beading through 2 size 15s from the previous loop, and then size 11, size 15, size 11 from the circle. Again, I pick up 2 size 15s in the first color, 3 size 15s in the 2 size 15s in the second color, 3 size 15s in the first color. I bead through a pair towards the circle, and then size 11, size 15, size 11 in the circle. I do the same again, and this is the last time. 2 plus 3 seed beads in size 15, and then beading through a pair towards the circle, and then size 11, size 15, size 11 in the circle. To complete this part of the bezel, as you can see, this is the very last size 11 that is not fully connected to a loop. And I said that this very last one will need a modification. So I bead through 2 size 15s that I picked up during the very first loop. I pick up 3 size 15s in the first color. I bead through 2 size 15s towards the circle. And then I bead through the size 11 in the circle. A pair of size 15s out from the circle, and 2 out of a group of 3. So I want to finish by exiting a middle bead of a group of 3. So this is going to be the back of the bezel. This is how it looks like, bottom, side, top, and let's see what happens in the next step. In the meantime, Terry reassured Linda that she can indeed use regular size 6s. She already did that because of the colors that she decided to use. And thank you for sharing that, dear Terry. In this step, I'm going to add 8 pieces of true to fire polished beads, always in between the middle size 15s of a group of 3. And Angelina has also joined us. Welcome, Angelina. So exiting a size 15 in the middle of a group of 3, I picked up a true 2, and I'm beading through the next size 15 in the middle of a group of 3. This is how I bead all around, and I'm not yet fully pulling my thread. These true twos will be sitting on top of the bezel. So this is how it looks like at the moment. I'm not fully pulling the thread yet. Now it's time to put in the Preciosa Nacre cabochon, or you can also use a chaton as Aniko confirmed. Now it's time to pull the thread, and I will repeat the thread path to pull everything tight and make sure that the cabochon sits securely in this cute bezel that Aniko created for us. Angelina says really cool thread path, and indeed Aniko again outdid herself by designing this cool element. I'm so happy that we can enjoy it today with all the ladies. I finish by beading through a size 15 sitting between two beads. So now I totally feel how secure this little bezel is, and I absolutely love the look of it. And let's see what's happening in the next step. In the next step, I start by beading down through a size 15 in the first color and a size 15 in the second color. So my thread will be always exiting in the middle of a pair in the second color. And sometimes my thread will be directed towards the bottom, sometimes towards the top of the motif. And that means that every second size 6 milky round seed bead will sit a little bit lower than the rest. And this is very important to remember. So I start with my thread pointing downwards. I pick up a size 6 and I bead towards the top through one of the size 15s, in my case blue. Then I pick up another size 6 and I bead towards the bottom through a size 11 on the top. So you see maybe that already this second size 6, it is sitting a little bit higher than the other one. Again, I pick up a size 6, I bead towards the top through a size 15. Then I pick up another size 6 and I bead towards the bottom through a size 15. Again, I pick up a size 6 and I bead towards the top through a size 15. And then downwards, upwards, downwards, and then I want to bead until exiting a size 6 that is sitting a little bit higher. So that means the second one that I have added. So this is how the motif looks like at the moment. And I am exiting a size 6, sitting a little bit higher. This is how it looks like from the top. And let's see what's happening in the next step. We are going to join the beads that are sitting a little bit higher with groups of 3mm bicone bead, size 11 milky seed bead, and 3mm bicone bead. So this group will sit on top of the size 6s that are a little bit lower. Then again, I pick up 3mm bicone, size 11, 3mm bicone, and I bead through the next size 6 that is sitting a little bit higher. This also makes the whole design tighter, so you will feel how incredibly strong this cute motif can become if we do it right. My third group is in place and I'm adding the fourth one. In the meantime, I'm very curious, ladies, how is it going? So please let me know if it's going well with you or if you have any questions. After adding the fourth group, I will bead through the size 6 that I was starting from at the very beginning. This is the front. This is the back. It's very clear now that we have the top and bottom row size 6s. And I am at the moment exiting a bottom row size 6. A top row size 6. Now I will bead through all of the size 6s, connecting them by adding 4mm Preciosa bicone beads. I really, truly enjoy using this amazing color. It's the light Colorado Topaz 2xAB, and it might become one of my favorite neutrals. Angelina says, awesome layered assembly. Thank you, Angelina. I picked up a bicone and I bead through the next size 6. And easy, this is how I bead all around the motif, always adding a 4mm bicon in between the size 6s. They fit pretty tightly, so be careful when you are pulling your thread. Not to pull it on the edge of the bicons, because that could damage the fire line, but just pay a little bit of extra attention, so then your jewel will be jewel will have a long and healthy lifetime. And I finish by exiting the same size 6 that I have started out from. And now I will repeat the thread pass through the top row size 6s and the groups of bicon, 3mm bicon, size 11 3mm bicon, but always adding a new size 11 before and after the size 6. So I'm exiting a size 6, I pick up a size 11. I bead through bicon, size 11 bicon, and then again I do the same. And Marcelina is here, and she says, I like this bezel so much more than a square stitch bezel for these cabochons. I always find the square stitch challenging to keep secure. And that is completely all right, Marcelina. We all have our personal preferences, and also our thread tension differs, the colors we like to use differ, and it's completely all right. And that's what makes the beading world so incredibly diverse and colorful. And Aniko says, my thread was cut by the bicon when proof beaded, so yes, please be careful. In the meantime, I'm adding these size 11s all around. And I have just reached the size 6 that I was starting from at the beginning. And I will also bead through a bicon bead in the 4mm size. So my thread is now pointing towards a size 6 in the bottom row. And let's see what's happening in the next step. And now I pick up a group of 2 delicas, size 11, 2 more delicas, and then I bead through the next 4mm bicon bead. This is a super easy step. I just need to bead all around the motif and always add a group of 2 delica beads, size 11, and 2 more delica beads between the bicons. So we are now creating the lacy edge of the Parnassia flower. And lovely ladies, please let me know how is it going. I always love to know if you have questions. I always love to know what you enjoy the most about the motif. and also, of course, if it's going well. Angelina indeed confirms that for her also the bicon beads can be the enemies of the beading thread. Like luckily, with some tips and tricks, it does not happen a lot. For example, I never create a thread path uh, where the thread would be tight against the hole. I always like to add before and after the bicon bead seed bead, for example, to create a thread path where the thread will be kept safe. Kimberly says time for dinner at Erika's house. I think my lovely flatmate, she's emptying the dishwasher actually. And I've already had dinner before. No one has to be alone to have all the energy needed. Let's see what's happening in the next step. In the next step, I will repeat the thread path through 2 delicas, skip a size 11 and then 2 more delicas. I pick up 5 pieces of size 15 seed beads, the first 2 in the first color, then the second color, 1 piece, and then again a pair of the first color. So altogether 5 size 15 seed beads, and then I bead through the 4 pieces of Milky Delicas. I will also make these ones pointy in a little while, so that will be the 3rd repetition on the edge of the circle. Angelina says, such a beautiful and quick motif. Indeed. And perfect for bracelets, I think. You can, if you make bracelets, you can also add something in between the motifs. You can join the elements in one place or 2 spots. It's up to you. So please, ladies, also let me know what this is becoming on your bead mat. And one thing that is very important, that please do not try to push the motif flat. It will not be flat. I will show you my finished one. So the lace on the front, it is really like an organic flower, up and down, up and down. This is how it looks from the front. So always just pull as much as needed to hide all the thread in the beads, but please don't sit on this motif, don't tap on it. This motif does not need to be flat. I am adding the last group of 5 size 15s. And I bead through the 2 delicate beads in the next group. So indeed, it's really an organic looking motif, as you can see. And to finish it off, we will bead through the V shapes with the delicates and the size 11s one more time. And we will also bead through the V shapes created from the size 15s, but skip the middle bead. Oh, I actually have one more size, 2 more. What am I doing? I still need to add 2 V shapes. Wow, how could I skip that? And Lutka says, so lovely and cute motif, dear Aniko. So indeed, now I will repeat the thread pass through the delicate V shapes in the original way and through the size 15 decorations while skipping the middle bead. And since this is the last step, lovely ladies, please prepare all your questions. I am looking forward to answer all your questions about Anikó's beautiful Parnassia, about anything connected to the Beading School Bead Shop, connected to the Beading School Academy, about shipping, about upcoming events. And here it's very important to mention that next Tuesday it's time to see what's inside the newest Beading School Academy theme box. It is top-up week, so we will be able to send whatever you need together with your newest Beading School Academy theme boxes. So also for our United States beaders who might now want to collect even more for their orders to achieve free or discounted FedEx, this is the best time to do that. We will start shipping the boxes on Thursday, but already on Tuesday you will find out that what's inside, what kind of colors are we going to play with, what kind of shapes are we going to play. And actually, Susie was playing today with her new box. And she sent me a message. This is such a fun box to bead with. And she already showed me 2 designs that she might share with you later. So I can say that she got very inspired. I also already saw designs from Vicky, from Ruxandra, which is a new masterpiece. And I am working also on one of the signature jewels of the collection. So lovely ladies, do you have any questions? If not, then I would like to also bring to your attention that this week, since it was the first Monday of the month, we also released the new Beaders calendar jewel. We have a Beaders calendar, which is a physical calendar that you can hang on the wall, but you can also download the tutorial for the month jewel, always on the first Monday of the month. And this time it was Nitty's turn. And this beautiful jewel was created by her. And Bernadette and Terry, they have the same question. Will you be letting us know some of the beads we will be working with so we can get them? Dear Bernadette and Terry and Erika also. Yes, tomorrow is the day. Always on Friday before unboxing, we give you 3 hints that what kind of shapes are we going to work with. And Robin is asking, will there be a restock of Preciosa fancy slim novets and beers soon? And dear Robin, it might take a little bit of time because everything from Preciosa that is in metal settings, it lasts a little bit longer to create, to manufacture, but the best what you can do is to put yourself on the waiting list for the products that you like, and we keep an eye on those. And of course, we order them first, reorder them first, and also sometimes we kindly ask our partners, manufacturers, to can you please maybe give them a priority because so many bidders are waiting for this shape or waiting for these colors. So my colleague Bela, who is now the leader of the treasury team, he always keeps an eye on the waiting lists. So also, Robin, please send a message to info@beadingschool.com and Melinda will help you with a more specific answer. So lovely ladies, I would like to thank you for your attention today. And I can't wait to see all your beautiful jewels following Anikó's Parnassia tutorial. And I will also clean up my bead mat, finish my jewel. I'm so happy that I will have, after today's video, a finished pair right away. Thank you also, Aniko, for this motif. Thank you everyone for trusting us with your sparkly bead orders. And thank you so much for bringing your creativity into the Beading School Club. Please do take care of yourselves. Do take care of your loved ones, and see you next Tuesday for the next unboxing. Bye bye everyone.